Good morning, everyone. How are you doing today? Let me turn my light on so you can actually see me. There we go. Welcome. Welcome to our Wednesday morning. At least for me, our Wednesday morning um, co working stream. So, for those of you who are new, I will explain what the co working stream is all about in just a moment. But first, how are you all doing? What did you get up to yesterday? And what's the weather like over where you're at? Here it is a very comfortable 6 degrees. It is cold, 6 degrees Celsius is quite cold. But at least here in this room, because of my computer and the room's small, I'm quite warm. It is very foggy outside, and it is also raining. Although we do have a bit of a moderate snow warning um, for later on today. So there you go. That's the weather here in the UK. Hey, Augie, how you doing? You are both first and here. Very, very nice. Thank you so much. How are you doing this morning? You all right? Yeah, last night was games night, board game night. It was our week, and my housemate who comes to the board games night with me, excuse me, he he's got an ear infection. So instead of when I say it was our night, I mean it was our night to pick the game and to fix food for everyone. So instead of fixing food for everyone because he had a headache, an earache, um, we did takeaway. So we had Pizza Hut last night. Um, Not my first choice. I personally would have chosen, like a smaller UK typical takeaway, but a not American style takeaway because Pizza Hut is not very tasty. But yeah, unfortunately, the people that we went go to board game night, their house, they have no takeaways near them, so kind of sucks. But yeah, so we had pizza last night, and then we played two board games. We played a game called Tangram City, which is basically it's a game where you take shapes, little different shapes, and you put them on a grid. And the objective is to get as many. You can choose to put a park scape down, or each tile, is two sided. So there's a city or a park tile, and you can choose which one to put down. But the objective is to get them both as equal as possible, and the closer you get to each type being equal, the more points you score. So very important to get a balance there, and you also again to get more points, you want to make squares inside of the grid, um, and you get 1 point for the largest square or rectangle that you make out of the shapes, and then you also get more points if you completely fill the grid. I did not completely fill the grid last night. My housemate did though. He's really good at that game, but it was still fun. And we also played the Sims board game, which I don't think anyone really enjoyed, but I wanted to subject everyone to that at least once because it was given to me as a Christmas present, and I thought, well, if if someone's gonna buy this, I'm gonna use it. It's an all right game, is the Sims board game. It's okay. It's not fantastic, but it's it's a game. It takes about half an hour or so to play. Um, and it is a simple game to pick up and do. Um, so yeah, if you have any kids like 10 years old and up, then chances are you're gonna like it. And Augie, sorry, you're tired. You've been awake since about 5, and yeah, the Sims board game. It's okay. Uh, I mean, it's not the caliber board game that I'm used to playing. Because I mean, I'm used to playing, the major. indie type board games, the big ones, Caverna, Dragon, what was it? The Flamecraft, that's the word. Flamecraft, Mysterium, um, Earth, Scythe. All of Wingspan, those types of board games. I'm used to doing those ones. Um, and the Sims board game is more along the lines of like, the game of life, Monopoly, the type of game that you would find in a regular toy store like the Entertainer. And yeah, it's that type of game, not the type, not the more adult type games. Um, but if you have young kids, or you enjoy the type of board games that's in like places like the Entertainer or Smiths or whatever, Toys R Us, stuff, places like that, Walmart, then yeah, um, it might be worth your while. Or if you just like The Sims, because it is a pretty neat looking board game, to be honest. It's not very high quality, but the images and the lore and the flavor text are all really good. So, ooh, Augie doing phone stuff. Augie, you're sorting Jim's phone. Roblox, Life 360, WhatsApp, memory card. Nice. Lock it. Okay. Yep. Make sure you can find phone. Do you do what I do? And with Paul's phone, you can put like a little, I don't know what I call it, a chip. Um but it's literally meant to like stick on a phone, so that with another phone, or in your computer with your PC or whatever, you can find that phone. So the app that I've got, um it's a bespoke app, by the way, but it basically, I can push a button on my phone and it will cause the chip on my son's phone to make a chirping noise so that I can find it easily. Nice. By the way, you can only have 10 tasks on your backlog. Just to let you know. And Augie, you've got Family Link on it. It does a similar thing. Oh, sweet. Yeah. That's definitely a good way to do it. With I also have Paul's phone set to always share location. So if I looked on Google Maps right now, it would show me where Paul's phone is. He's supposed to take his phone with him to college and everywhere he goes. If he goes out, he's supposed to bring his phone with him. He's been lax on it though, and has been leaving it at home. And I really need to get him back in the habit of taking it with him wherever he goes, because it's really handy, you know, to find him. So like if he gets separated from his college class, or if I'm out with him and him and I get separated, I can just look on Google Maps and find where he is, which makes me feel a lot better. When he's out and about, makes me feel a lot better because I know that I can find him without too much trouble. If he gets lost, or if we lose each other. But yeah, he's not been taking it out with him lately, so I really need to get him back in the habit of doing it. Augie, Jim has a meltdown when she can't find her phone. You can then get it to play a sound, so it's easier to find, and that's similar to what Life 360 does with being able to find it on a map as well. Yeah, it just makes life so much easier. It really does. So, my friends, what are we doing today? So, allow me to explain the co-streaming um system that we have here. So we do a Pomodoro technique, which is 20 minutes of focus time, followed by 15 minutes of break time. And during the break, we normally talk about um, gaming news, if there's any Sims or Paralives related news, um, even Enzoy will talk about that. Anything in the life sim genre. If there's no news to talk about in the life sim genre, then we go into other gaming news, looking at upcoming releases, and so on during the breaks. And we also chat about our days and, just generally have a nice relax. Hey, Iwaki, how you doing today? Glad to see you as well. And Augie, you've got all of your phones on Life 360. It's just easy to look on the app and see roughly where it is. That makes so much sense, yeah. It really does. Like I said, I need to get Paul back in the habit of taking his phone with him. He just stopped doing it for some reason, and I don't know why. I think maybe his college staff are giving him grief about having his phone with him, because they kind of frown on that kind of thing. But they discourage the students from bringing their phones and to college with them. But at the same time, I'm like, look, he's got. Just tell him not to use it. Tell him to keep it in his bag. You know. Um, and that way it's with him, so that if he gets separated from you, you can let me know. You can phone me up and I can say, yeah, he last 5 minutes ago he was here, so look in that general area. But they're very no phones allowed. They've jumped on that bandwagon that a lot of schools are doing. Iwaki, I'm doing all right, thanks. During lunch today, I am going to be going to shopping center to take a much needed shower. So that's my lunchtime plan for today. Iwaki, you're very tired. You don't know if it's the season change happening or the stars colliding. Who knows? I blame the weather because I don't know what the weather is like where you're at, but here it has been raining and drizzly and gray and not at all nice. So I'm blaming the weather for me being tired. You can blame the weather if you want, even if it's nice and sunny where you're at. Feel free to blame the UK weather for you being tired, Iwaki. That's perfectly fine. Augie, pedal encourages me to pedal while working. Okay, I like that. I will definitely get that on. All right, my friends, let's excuse me. Let's get our first focus um timer going. Excuse me. I am just really um got a frog in my throat today. So let me first do the done tasks disappear, and then we'll also set the Pomo timer to 0 out of 6. There we are. And now let's get the timer going at 20 minutes on the clock. And as always, my microphone will be muted during the 20 minutes of focus time. Let's get our heads down, and I will catch up with the chat after the focus session. Iwoki, it's humid and hot where you're at. You want a refund and your money back. You didn't opt in for the nonsense. send the warm weather over here, and I'll send my rain over to you. How's that sound?
Fifty! Turip Mulibar, Laxana Skibaro.
And my friends, that is our first focus session finished. How are you all getting on? Hope you're doing all right.
Lamis Poopa Turd. Your B6C.
My sim seems to be my sim seems to be doing okay. So
Choba Quimsba. Baby's boy.
let's see what all you've been up to. Oh wow, lots of stuff. Astana, hello. How are you? And also Jeeves, welcome in. Glad to see you as well.
Huh.
So Augie, you've got a okay. So you've done you've done Roblox on Jim's phone. Nicely done. So, like I said, our Sims are doing okay. Let me just get rid of all of the notifications that have popped up. Oh yeah. I see. What happened to all the food? That's weird. It's fine. There we go. So my Sims decided to cook. You know, as you do. Someone's picked up one of the boxes. Who's picked up the box off the thing? Does anyone have any stuff in their inventory? No. Does anyone know what happened? Because there were 2 boxes here, and one of the Sims has definitely picked it up. Also, there's a frog on the floor that I put there yesterday. And by the way, if you look, if you look back there, there's another frog hidden back there. This house has frogs. I'm just saying. Ewaki, there's a frog on the floor just chilling there. Yeah. It's a debug frog. You can't interact with it in any way. It's just there. Jeebs, Rob might have nicked it. Check his inventory. I've checked all of their inventories, so I'm guessing they just like opened it. Because it's not showing up in their inventory at all. Actually, let me do testing cheats real quick. And then BB dot hidden objects. Because if one of them picked it up and put it in their inventory, then whoops, actually it's BB dot show live edit objects and BB dot show hidden objects. Oh, there we go. So yeah, because these are debug items, so there is a chance that someone picked it up. Nope. They must have opened it. I might have to troll through the last 20 minutes worth of of stuff. I'm sure it'll be fine. Hey, Tracker, how's it going? Ewaki, check the household inventory. That's a good shout. Hold on. Nope, nothing there. It's a mystery. Like I said, I'll have to troll through and see if it shows up, because we were following my sim self around. So if one of the other Sims did it, we may never know who did it. We may never know. We're gonna follow Rob Bobson around, but I also want to talk about the news. But how you doing, Tracker? Glad as always to see ya. Ewok, it was the frog, definitely. Yeah, we'll blame the frog. You know, normally you blame the the butler, but we don't have a butler, so we'll blame the frog. Tracker, you're not doing too bad. You're sending a few emails to customers today, and you've raised a ticket with Kahoot to see why you can't see your reports. Being able to see your reports is kind of important, right? I mean, I would have thought that seeing reports is a necessary thing for working. So hopefully you can get that sorted soon. Hopefully. So give me just a second. I'm doing a bug report myself here. So an app that I use on my computer is decided that it's like gonna mess up. It's just completely messed up for some reason. I have no idea why. So yeah, I'm just sending a quick bug report to them. There we go. Done. Okay. So, news. Tracker, Kahoot is linked to Wednesday nights. They're looking into your profile, which is good. Oh, okay. Arena, hello. No toilet breaks for my Sims. What? I've got it on autonomy, Arena. I don't know if I can control that. Although, hold on. You know what? I can control that. Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay, so what we can do is we can temporarily put the toilets in in their okay, we can sell the toilets. We'll sell the toilets. For some reason, it's not letting me put it in the household inventory. But yeah, there we go. We sold the toilets. And, now they can't go to the toilet for a while. Ewoki, I could have locked the door. You're right. I could have. Can I get those toilets back? It's fine. We'll just get rid of the toilets for now, and I'll put them back after. Ewoki, now there's no loo. Oh my god. See, this is Muir. Muir does the you know, I take the hard route. Oh my goodness. Okay, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. Rob Bobson, we're gonna follow you now. Whoops. Ooh, Rob's painting.
Yikla.
Just saying, Rob is painting. Okay, anyway, news. Yes. So, let's go into the Life Sim news for a little bit. We've got a few things going on. So first of all, I am gonna show you all my browser because The Sims have released a little trailer over on X. So let's see what this trailer is. I'm gonna turn it down a bit. There we go. Puff Puff Palm Nut Soup. Ooh, okay, so this is talking about all of the new recipes that they've got coming with the Royalty and Legacy DLC. That's a lot of different recipes. A goosey soup, palm nut soup. Ooh, okay. Lots of new food. Absolutely lots of new food. Irina, I'm overthinking the loo situation 100%. I always do. But since I'm back online, time to continue cleaning your desk. Ooh. Sims 5. Unfortunately, there's nothing, no news about Project Renee. But the recipes, is very interesting. That thing there that we just showed, you know, the trailer, is very, very interesting because according to the Sims 4 or to the Sims team's blog, all of the food was made by Sims creators Ice Munmun and Little Bull Bub, both of who specialize in food-focused custom content. And all of the food that we showed in they showed in that trailer drew inspiration from West Africa, Portugal, and Italy. They did a little bit of a interview, so I'm just gonna read this real quick. Ice Munmun is a medical doctor based in India by day. I had no idea that Ice Munmun IRL is a medical doctor. That's pretty cool. So yeah, Ice Munmun um, lives in India. They're a medical doctor, and they've been creating custom content for the Sims 4 for more than 8 years. Um, the blog says that her creations bring depth and flavor to gameplay, and I have to admit, her food custom creations are freaking awesome. If you're looking for new recipes to add to The Sims 4, check out Ice Munmun because she is absolutely fantastic. So she created the Agusi soup, the Kantomeyer soup, and the palm nut soup, as well as the decadent panna cotta. Arena, how is the takeover going? EA is being bought up by the PIF, which is not a nice group. They're owned by the Saudi regime. And yeah, the Saudi regime obviously very anti-LGBT, anti-equality, anti-women's rights, anti-everything except men. So, you know. But yeah, Augie almost missed a break. Oops. But yeah, Tracker, I hope you can get your Kahoot fixed because, you know, for Wednesday streams, you do need that. Arena, yeah, exactly. And that is why they're the Sims team is kind of distancing themselves. So they have asked us in the creator network, they have asked us to refer to ourselves as being in the Sims creator network. And when we do sponsored content saying that it's you know, like the free game keys are being were given to us by the Sims or by the Sims team. So they're changing their language and in a bid to kind of, you know, well, you know, you can guess. You can guess why they're changing their language. But yeah, you may have noticed at the beginning of today's stream, I had the little blurb saying sponsored by The Sims instead of EA Creator Network. It's Sims Creator Network now. So I don't blame them. I do not blame them at all for changing their language. I know that people that work for The Sims, you know, that develop The Sims, hate that EA's been bought out. So I don't blame them at all for doing what they can. So Ice Munmun, by the way, going back to this, Ice Munmun says that she loves all the cultural foods that she's made to date. And her food is very good. I mean, you get the Sims low poly food. Ice Munmun's food is low poly, but looks a lot better than the Sims team's low poly food. And she says that for the Royalty and Legacy DLC, she loved making the Agusi soup with fufu. She says she's been playing The Sims since 2005, so she is an OG Simmer. And she gravitated towards making custom content for The Sims 4 because she wanted to fully customize the game. And that food for her is an expression of love, so she combined two of her passions and ended up spending her days researching food, learning about new cultural practices, brainstorming design choices, and recreating them for The Sims. And she says that anyone wanting to dive into custom content creation, she advises them to pick a niche or aspect of life that they love and to try to recreate that experience in the game. Research the idea, draw up plans first, and then she says it's all trial and error at first, but you'll get the hang of it if you keep doing what you love. That's some good advice. That is definitely good advice. Arena, it is kind of sad that it went down this. Yes, it is. And you're very welcome. I always try to give you all the information that I am told that I can give. If they ask me not to if they put a gag order on me, a embargo or whatever, then obviously I can't share certain things. But if they say yeah, go ahead, then I try to give you all the information that I've got. Arena, you've done custom content for Minecraft. It is fun to make custom content. I don't think I could figure it out, to be honest. I've tried making custom content for other games, and yeah, I don't think it's one of the things that I'm good at. So, by the way, Little Bo Bub is the creator of Granny's Cookbook in The Sims 4. So if you've ever used Granny's Cookbook in The Sims, Little Bo Bub made that. Her actual name is Jess, and she made the Puff Puff de Bolinos de Balcao, the Pastel de Nata, as well as the Crab Linguine recipe for the Royalty and Legacy DLC. Which, again, is pretty awesome. So maybe, if we're lucky, one of the, yes, fine, Muir can, no, we don't want Muir to be competitive. So yeah, let us continue our next focus break, my friends, and I will catch up with you all after 20 minutes. Arena, you just added 64 blocks below the deep slate level. It was more painful to mine than deep slate. It also required a netherite pickaxe. Ooh, I like that idea. That's pretty cool. All right, let's get the timer up. 20 minutes on the clock, and I'll continue. I'm writing scripts. That's my job right now. Let's get the timer done, and I will talk with you all in 20.
Simony.
Chorizo. Ugh.
Swashbucketsuni. Bratza Skansis.
And there we are, my friends. We have finished for now. Our second focus session, that is. Do not go anywhere because we have not finished the live stream yet. We still have 45 minutes to go. Anyway, how are you all coming along with your tasks? I've written one script so far. One script. And it was a short script, but I've got 4 videos that I need to write scripts for, and it's all regarding the new, DLC, or the upcoming DLC that releases tomorrow. And the 4, they're in-depth guides, so they're all fairly simple guides, but there's a lot of information that I need to make sure that I've gotten correct. So I'm having to delve into the Discord, the Sims Discord, and your Sims Creator Discord, and make sure that what I've got is actually true. And luckily, all of us creators over on the Sims Creator Discord share our findings, so I can easily fact check myself to make sure that what I've typed is actually right. So that's what's taking me so long. But it's slow going, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Hello, Shariah. How are you doing? And Iwoki, thank you so much for for gently prodding me about with that pop-up that came up. Really, really appreciate that. Right, let's go back to my sim during the break. There we go.
Yo, Yimbo, Benef.
Oh, Grandpa Hardu.
Oh, Fwimpy, Kabuna.
Iwoki, it was
nice.
relatively sketchy. This is very true, yeah. And Reina, shouldn't I put the scripts on a separate task? Then I get the I did it feeling multiple times. Probably, but the only problem is I've got a lot of tasks, and Super Sweet Bot only allows you to have 10 tasks at once. Now I could probably do the oh no. Rock needs to pee. Rock is doing the I need to pee walk of emergent. Oh dear. But yeah, I could do projects. Super Sweet Bot allows you to do projects in which you have tasks in that project, but I honestly don't know how to set it up. I need to figure that out, so I'll probably do that off stream at some point. Shiraya, you're heading home from study group at camp. Oh, how was the study group? I hope it went well. Rock will need to use the pond. I like it. I am gonna be nice though, and since we're finished a session, I am going to give them their bathrooms back because I'm just nice like that. So let me go bathroom, toilet, find a toilet stall. We'll go back with this one and do that, and then go in here. You're not gonna let me can't intersect other objects. Fine. Move objects on. You will do as I say. It's bb dot move objects on. It's bb dot move objects on. Not simply move objects on. See, I know my cheat codes. Honest. Whoops. Honest. I know my cheat codes. There we go. They now have toilets. Rock can now go to the toilet.
Harpa.
Yeah, fine. Muir can be unflirty. That's absolutely fine.
Oscar now, Paraza.
Okay. Arena, I could write down 10
Spurgle?
scripts first. And
Thank you,
yeah,
Terra
yeah, I
Blue.
could do that.
Spurgle Nepsi.
Ban in-game action should only work for 5
Yes.
minutes after all. Yeah.
Sarp,
It's meant to, but I figure during this time of day, you know, when we're doing all the things, that it makes more sense to leave it on for a full session. Shiraya, it was weird today. Your lecturer was ill, and no one really knows what you're supposed to be doing. Oh dear. That does sound like a very weird day, Shiraya. It's a shame that the person that was supposed to be teaching you was ill. I'm guessing you just all kind of did what made sense to do. I mean, that's what I would have done. I would have been just like, you know, such and such thing needs doing, so I'm gonna do that. Or I've always you know, I had this question from the other day, so I'm going to research the answer to my question or something, you know. Or you know, just have like a break.
Clubby. Frugal
and stuff.
Fwimpy.
Oh, Cardool.
Who knows? Okay,
Them-
so more news, more Sims news. We do have the Lost Legacies event in The Sims 4 that started yesterday. So for those of you, if you haven't started the Lost Legacies event and you play The Sims 4, highly recommend that you do so. It's really fun. I completed week 2 in about an hour last night, so it doesn't take up a lot of time. So week 2, by the way, the entire event ends on the 16th of March. So you've got until then to complete all the quests and claim your rewards before they're gone. You can also, there is a mod. So if you missed out on the event, there is a mod out there that unlocks all of the items in the game. So if you miss the event, then you can always just use it, and you're on PC or Mac, you can use the mod to you know, unlock those items for you. So week 2 of the Lost Legacies event, I'm gonna try not to give a lot of spoilers, but everything you'll notice, everything is in the game anyway. So the things that I'm going to tell you are easily found without even playing through the game. So basically, it starts off with 2 quests. One is called Drama Life, and it's the first steps into romance begin. I'm not going to tell you what you need to do, but it's very simple. You just do romantic style things. Then there's the for doing that, by the way, you should unlock a few things. You'll unlock the event points and the 1 or 2 items. And then there's the Sound of Emotions quest. The Sound of Emotions quest in the event UI says complete drama. Yeah, is pretty easy. It's just basically a music type quest. So you do musical related things. Again, pretty easy to do. There is a little bit of travel necessary in the quest in that second quest, but like I said, it's definitely easy enough to do. And you get another key that's part of the event collection that you can display in the key cabinet object. You're also given a Piano Volume 1 skill book, 5,000 simoleons, 2 keys, a bookcase secret door, which is really nice looking, and a if you have Horse Ranch expansion pack, you get a what's it called? A saddle for a horse, and you also get an antique jeweled ring that's unlocked in CAS. So, like I said, if you've not played it, highly recommend. It's a really cool and fun event. Shariah, you just pulled into your driveway and your dog is out in the garden. She should be in the house and your teenager should be at school. Uh-oh. Did the dog maybe get out? When your son went to when your teenager left for school? At least the dog is in the garden and didn't, like, go further afield. Shariah, your teenager's not home, but he forgot to put the dog back in the house. Oh dear. Well, so it sounds like that's what happened. The dog got out when your teenager went off for school. That's my guess anyway. Luckily, like I said, it wasn't any worse than that. So I hope the dog is okay though. I'm sure that your doggo was glad to see you. Yeah, hopefully the dog's okay. You'll just have to remind your teenager, hey, make sure the dog's inside tomorrow when you go to school. Shariah, she's been in the garden for about... If that happened, then she'll have been in the garden for about 3 hours. Luckily, she's a Finnish lapdog and can easily be in all the snow. Yeah. That could have turned out to be... I mean, if she would have been like a little tiny doggo that wasn't accustomed... that wasn't a breed accustomed to cold weather. That could have ended up being really bad. So, glad that she's fine. You've got a lot of snow. Your dog is fine. She's just happy to see you, I bet. She's like, hi, you're home. Yay, I can go inside now. Did you know that it's wet and cold and snowy and I've been playing in the snow? I'm covered in snow now. Woof, 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 woof. Is that how she reacted? I'm a dog whisperer. I can speak dog. Shariah, she never leaves the garden even if the gate is open. Aw, she's a good doggo. She's a very good doggo. Oh, that is awesome. Oh, hey, I just got a response back about the app that I use on my computer. It's nothing more. They're just saying that thank you for reporting the bug. We're looking into it. We'll let you know when we have any news. That's fantastic. There we go. Arena, just a confirmation. It is always nice when you get a confirmation saying, "Yep, thanks for letting us know of the bug. We're looking into it and we'll get back to you." That's awesome. That is good customer service. It really is. Augie is got. Hold on, I gotta count 6 things in your backlog. You're getting through it, Augie. You can do it. I believe in you. You can do the thing. Arena, you prefer that over not getting anything. Yeah, exactly. 100%. It's like, you need to tell me. You need to tell me these things. I'm like that with the DWP here, the Department for Works and Pensions. I can send them a note in my journal, and I'll be like, yeah, I need help with this, or I've got this question. Can you help me out? Can you give me an answer? And they'll completely ghost me. It'll be like 2, 3, even 4 weeks before I get a response, if I get a response. And I'm like, hello? Can you please answer me, or at least acknowledge that you've read my message and that you'll get back to me later? It's like, I appreciate that they're busy, but I kind of, if I have a question, yeah, I'm Yerkin like fitness.
Oh,
it's like, if I have a question, then, oh no. Are we ill?
Ah, uh-huh.
Okay, hold on. Whoops. Why is there
Go, Larga.
Why is there food?
Ah,
Let me put food in the fridge. There we go.
Ya
Okay,
Limshigo.
so I'm gonna have
Noza.
them buy
Sminchida.
medicine. So
Kaylee Pazoi
it looks like we
Bove.
got 2 people who are ill.
Nuffy, sick of foos.
So let me
Ashi.
buy the medication real quick. Where is? Why is it so
Najalna,
difficult to find things in
Barove
this?
Sons and Gorge.
Um,
Markdown. Bruce. Tedu. Wallacharb Souza.
Order.
dumps,
There we are. Order.
Lagenzo.
Purchase medicine. We'll grab 3
Bene.
things of medication. It looks like he's ill, Muir's ill. I'll give 1 to each and just make sure. So let's see. No, nope, it doesn't look like any of them is ill. None of them has an ill moodlet. They might have something
Flurbus.
something going
Flurbus!
on, but it'll be fine. I'm sure they'll be okay. We can if they come down with an illness, at least now they've got the medication, and I can take care of that when the time comes. Okay. Arena, you do prefer the... Yeah, exactly. Should I change into your iPad? No worries. And, I am going to start the next timer, my friends. Let's get going. 20 minutes on the clock, followed by our final break time. Let's get this done. We can do the things. I believe in us all.
Fumu! Oh, Lomish.
Let's go.
Push the food. Nah.
And welcome back, everyone. How are you doing? How's your task list getting on? Arena, looks like you're doing really well. And yeah, hello, Numbnuts, how you doing? Glad to see you. Yep, during focus sessions, my microphone is turned off. So you look down there, that way, then you'll notice that there's a timer. When it says focus at bottom, then that is our focus time, and my microphone is muted. But during the breaks, you can't get me to shut up. So, you know, it's all good. How you doing, though, Numbnuts? You alright? Glad as always to see you here. Let's continue with Rock. There we go.
Aha!
Oh, I still haven't done that. I do apologize. Let me actually, let me do that now while I'm thinking about it. A little bit of adminning during our break. It's fine. Right, let's see. I need to go to a Wisebot. Authorize. For some reason, Wisebot's having a bit of an error as well, and that's not good. I don't like it. I don't like errors. Stop it. Alright, so where is... Where is Nuts? Nuts. Ah, there it is. Edit. Advanced configuration, permissions. Let's see. Let's get rid of that and go with that. That should work. All right. Try it now. You won't be able to hear it because I don't have the that window open, but the command should now work for you. Nope, it'll be just regular Nuts. That one, whoops, that one. There we go. Yep. I do need to fix it though. Again to so that it's got a Z. So that is a good point. That is a very good point. But how are you doing anyway? Are you doing all right? I'm guessing you your journey went well and safely. Because you were driving down south last time we spoke, weren't you? Right, where is it again? I can never find things. It's like, where in the world are these things? Okay, so if I do trigger aliases and go NUTZ, that should work. And then advanced configuration. There we go. Text goes add a Z. Okay, there we go. It's so easy to change commands and with Wisebot. I love it. You're in Manchester at the moment. Nice. Getting up to anything good, or just getting up to shenanigans? Shiraya, you turned into a horsey in Infinity. Oh, nice. I didn't even know you could do that. Is that a new thing? That is awesome. And Mousenuts, you've been to the Lego store, and Mousey can't decide what kits to buy. You don't see any store here that sells wheelbarrows. Oh dear. There's no place. Go Outdoor. Go Outdoor sells wheelbarrows. There you go. Try the new content is fun. Nice. Arena? What? Shreya is part of the new area for co-op playing. Okay, that sounds like fun. I like it. Can turn into a horse in Infinity Nikki now. Oh dear. Arena, did you hear me call you? I said congratulations on speed cleaning the living room. You're welcome. Mouse Nuts, the rule is she carries what she buys after the Edinburgh episode. Oh dear. Jeeves, is this a slap moment? No. And you can't prove it. You can't prove it by scrubbing back through the VOD and... Jeeves is really excited about making me slap myself. Stop slapping yourself. Stop slapping yourself. Anyway, sorry. Jeeves, you could do that. I think you can. I think as a subscriber, you can scrub through live streams on Twitch. I know you can over on YouTube, whether you're a subscriber or not. But I think it's a subscriber only thing on Twitch. And I didn't realize that until like a few days ago. It's one of those things, you know. Jeeves is like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And then I'm gonna use all of the slap commands. All of them. Jeeves, anything other chatting in this one browser window will foil your experiment. What is your experiment? Okay, you gotta... You can't. You can't say that. What is your experiment, Jeeves? You can't just leave us dangling. So Jeeves, sorry. There we go. That deserved a slap. Mouse Nuts. What was I saying? Yes. If Mousy has to buy everything that... No, wait. If she has to carry everything that she buys... she has to buy everything that she carries, then you're both in trouble. But if she has to carry everything she buys, then yeah, you're definitely going to need a wheelbarrow. Arena, you have to go. No worries, my friend. You got an appointment. I hope the appointment goes well. Thank you so much for dropping in. I appreciate it. And also, congrats on getting all the things done. You've been on fire today. Not literally, but figuratively, you know. Have a wonderful day, Arena. Hopefully we'll be able to see you again soon. Mouse Nuts, have I seen the size of the... yes, it's massive. It is like an absolute huge kit. It's very nice. Very, very pretty, though. But yeah, it's huge. You're not carrying that. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. You need a forklift or just for that kit alone. Jeeves, you're trying to use a local AI for data classification before you can convince anyone to give you access to an old high-performance cluster that you have sitting around. Ah, okay. So, and it requires you to have very few windows open, or else I guess it'll contribute too much noise for the local AI. That makes sense. So I have... what was the biggest kit that I've ever had for Lego? I think the biggest kits that I typically get are just... I mean, I got the Christmas wreath. I think that's the largest kit that I've had for the Sims 4. Because I tend to go small. I tend to go with the smaller kits, not the super big ones, you know? I do know that my housemate has the Star Trek kit. Not Star... Yeah, the Star Trek kit, you know, the big Enterprise. He's got that. So, he hasn't put it together yet. We're waiting on the, you know, for the house to be finished. You know, the electrics, the rewiring next week, and then the heat pump putting in. So he doesn't want to do that kit until those things have been done so that we can, you know, paint and put new carpeting in and all of that and then get all of our decorations up. I don't blame him because he doesn't want to chance that kit getting broken, so. Jeebs, it's quite warm in your office and your GPU can only do so much. That makes sense, yeah. You couldn't have that kit sitting around without building it. He's just like, he keeps looking at it and he's like, I wanna build it. I wanna build it. So he has done the shuttle. You know, the little Star Trek shuttle. He has built that because that came as like a separate mini kit. It came in its own box basically. So he's done that. But he's like, he doesn't want to do the main big Enterprise. Just because, like I said, he'd have to take it apart when the when the wiring gets done next week. So he's holding off. He's being really good and holding off on it. Now, since that's your job, end of the month, you're gonna go to the new house and get stuff measured and bought. Oh, good luck with it. I hope you settle into the new house very quickly, and hopefully you don't have as much, you know, repairing and stuff that we do in this one. A rewire a complete, you know, loft to subfloor rewiring is not a fun thing to do. Not at all. Okay, so what is my sim doing? Oh, yeah, fine. Cody can be competitive. No, so that's. Oh yeah, I already said that. But yeah, good luck with the move. I hope it really goes well for you. So are you still gonna be living up in Scotland, or are you moving down south? So my friends, we've got just a few minutes. I am going to go ahead and save out of this game. I do want to check on all of my Sims, make sure that they're okay. Yeah. Oh dear, Muir is definitely sick. So yeah, I'm gonna have Muir take some medicine.
Ooh.
Cody isn't ill, so that's fine. What about Rob? Is Rob ill?
Frigda.
No. Rob is not ill. Okay, that's fantastic. It's just Muir that's ill for some reason. He's better now though. He took his medicine and now he's all better. See, I really wish that medicine worked like that in real life. You know, you just take one dose of medicine and boom, you're healed of whatever ails you. That would be so nice. Okay. Seriously, that would just be really, really nice. I'm not gonna lie. Right, let's save. I always hit the save button and then save and exit. Just because you never can be too safe when it comes to the Sims. There is a save corruption bug going around. A lot of people have been mentioning the problem with the Sims is, you know, with the save corruption. And one of the ways to help keep the save corruption from happening is by doing the things, you know, by saving first and then hit the save and exit, so you're saving twice when you're exiting the game. It's a bit weird, but you know, gotta be done. All right, let me save that and then save that. I have gotten 2 scripts done. Well, nearly done. I still need to write the end bit of this one, but I can do that when we get back, so it's not going to be that big of a deal. So, my friends, I am going to leave you now. I'm going to go off to a shopping center that has a public shower so that I can take a shower because My head is just so itchy from not having a shower since day before yesterday. Stupid shower and it breaking. Gotta love it. So please take care of yourselves, stay safe, stay hydrated, and come back here at 2 p.m. UK time when we will continue our Work With Me stream alongside The Sims 4 running in the background. Um, and hopefully we'll get more stuff done. But until then, take care of yourselves. I'll see you later. Bye.